Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
This ain't fiction.
Welcome
Real life.
to the first episode of,
But it hit like
the
a
first
comic
real
strip.
episode, not the prologue. That was the previous video. But well, welcome to the first episode of my life as a comic book, or my comic book life. These are, like I said, the intro should, the music intro should be playing now. But so I'll, get into my, intro. Everything in this video has happened. Everything, this series is from real life events from my life, and that I was somehow involved with. So here we go. Here's episode 1. Well, here we go. Welcome to episode 1. Now, this story doesn't really involve me, at least not until the end. But it does star my sister and one of my friends. When this happened, we all swore to secrecy, mostly because of how insanely embarrassing it was for everyone involved, including me. But, enough time has passed, so I got sniffles at the moment, so if I, So, enough time has passed, so yeah, it's finally time for this story to see the light of day. It started like any other normal Saturday. I woke up, hopped on my computer, started watching YouTube, playing some games. Nothing, unusual, except for one thing. It was -10 outside. The day before, it had been snowing nonstop, so everything was covered in snow. The streams were all frozen. Ice was everywhere. So just your typical brutal winter day. I'm sitting there minding my own business, then suddenly my mom hears heavy panting and scratching at the front door. Not knocking, not yelling, just scratching. So she goes, checks it out, and opens the door to find my sister and my friend just standing there. Both of them are literally purple, covered in ice, and their clothes are completely frozen solid. They're not even walking normally. They're doing this weird stiff penguin waddle because their clothes are frozen to their bodies. At this point, it was straight into emergency mode. My mom rushes my sister to her room and had to cut her out of her own clothes. While, meanwhile, I get handed a pair of kitchen scissors and told to do the same thing and said, go help your friend. So I'm standing there cutting my friend out of his frozen clothes. Yeah, awkward doesn't even begin to cover this, so after that I gave him some of my clothes so he could, wear them and warm up. So, once everything finally, warmed up a bit, everyone finally warmed up a bit, everyone told us what happened. Turns out my sister had fallen halfway into a frozen stream. She managed to grab onto something and to stop herself from going on all the way, but my friend, on the other hand, trying to help her, he slipped, went all the way in, completely underwater in -10-degree weather. While they're telling us this, my mom making hot cocoa for everyone, trying to warm them up, and once everything calmed down, I had to walk my friend home, just to make sure he got home safely. And honestly, if they hadn't got if they were been out there any longer, the situation could have gone from embarrassing to seriously dangerous. So, yeah, if you're out here, out in weather like that, watch where you step, stay safe, and, you know, that's episode 1. And, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and, because trust me, it only gets crazier from here. So, yeah. See you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and ta ta for now.